Hi children, welcome to all of you all. I hope you enjoyed my past lessons. Last lesson were on ratios and how to simplify, and then we did a few problems on ratios. I hope you have gone through all that, and I hope you have memorized the sums, and also you did some more sums to practice. Today I want to go on to proportion. Proportion is also something connected to ratios, but it is going like this. Now in proportion we have two quantities. When one quantity increases, the other also increases. When it decreases, that quantity, other quantity also decreases. We have two quantities. So I'll take an example. We'll say mango prices. One mango cost 20 rupees. So two mangoes cost 40 rupees. Now here it is increasing in a direct, it's called direct proportion, directly increasing. When this quantity increases, here also increases. Now when it is 3 mangoes, the price is 60 rupees. 4 mangoes, it is 80 rupees. So it goes to so this is called direct proportion. Or so we have one quantity increases, the other also increases. Or we'll take a typical sum on this. Suppose we have 8 meters of wire. We have 8 meters of wire. 8 meters of wire. The cost is, which is costing rupees 240. 8 meters of wire cost rupees 240. But what is the price of 10 meters of cloth? Question. What is the price of 10 meters of wire? 8 meters of wire cost 240. What is the price of 10 meters of wire? Now these are somewhat direct proportion. We know that 8 meters cost 240 means definitely 10 meters will be more than 240. So this is how we tackle the sum. There are two methods to tackle this sum. First is, now we just write like this. 8 meters of wire equals 240 rupees. You can write rupees here even. So we find the price of 1 meter. So 1 meter will cost, 1 meter of wire equals 240 divided by 8. That is equal to 30 rupees. So here, this is what is given me. So you have to notice two things. First of all, the meter and meter must come on this side. And what we are finding must come on the right hand side. We are finding the price. So the price must come on the right hand side. Those two rules you have to follow. What is given is coming on the left hand side. What we are going to find is on the right hand side. And here it is meter, same unit it must be. So 1 meter costs 30 rupees. Therefore, we have to find the price of 10 meters. 10 meters equals, of wire equals 30 into 10, that is equal to 300 rupees. Now can you see, 8 meters of wire is 240, 10 meters of wire is 300 rupees. So when one quantity increases, the other also increases. So this is called direct proportion. We will take another example. Same 8 meters of wire cost rupees 240. There is another method to do this. Now first method was we found for 1, but it is called unitary method. First method was unitary method. The other method is called fractional method. Now 8 meters of wire cost 240, therefore 10 meters of wire cost equals, now look at this one. Earlier we found out 8 meters cost 240, then 1 meter cost 30, and we found out for 10 meters, so 30 into 10, 300. So that is called the unitary method, first one. Now this is called the fractional method. Fraction. We show the fraction. How is the fraction coming in? Fraction. So 10 meters cost, we put 10 upon 8. 10 upon 8 into 240. So directly we get the answer. 10 upon 8, 240. So we cancel here. 8 and 240 cancel 30. So that is equal to 300. So first method is the unitary method where you find from 1 and then we multiply. So there you have 3 steps. Second method is called fractional method where we just write the fraction 8 meter cos 240, 10 meter cos, we put 10 upon 8 into 240 and directly we get the answer. Now you can write this down in a form of book because we will be coming of this type of sums very often in the later lessons. We will take another example. A car uses 10 liters of petrol to go 75 kilometers. How far will it take to go? How far will it go on 8 liters? How far will it go on 8 liters of petrol? So this is the sum. A car uses 10 liters of petrol to go 75 meters. How far will it go on 8 liters? Now we have liters. So we must write liter one side, and what we are going to find be kilometers which go on the other side. So we write the first statement. So 10 liters of petrol equals, it goes 75 kilometers. Therefore, 8 liters of petrol will go, you have the fractional method we are using, then it is 8 upon 10 into 75. So can you see, 10 liters of petrol, 75, therefore 8 liters. 8 liters should be definitely less than 75. We will cancel and see. 5 times 2, 5 times 4. 2 times, sorry. 8 upon 10. 5 times 15. 5 times 2. 2 times 4. 5 times 2, 5 times 15. 2 times 4. So it is equal to 60 kilometers. Can you see? One side, when one quantity increases, the other also increases. When it decreases, the other quantity also decreases. So 8 liters it goes 75 kilometers. So the 10 liters it goes 75 kilometers. So 8 liters it goes 8 upon 10 into 75. So cancel 5 times 2, 5 times 15. Then 2 and 8 cancel 4. 4 into 15 is 60. So 8 liters it goes 60 kilometers. So if we are doing this in unitary method, we can do it also. But unitary method takes more time and there are 3 steps going. So 8 liters will say 10 liters, it goes equals 75 kilometers. Therefore 1 liter it goes 75 upon 10. You keep it like this. Therefore 8 liters it goes 75 upon 10 into 8. Here this is for 1 liter. So 8 liters, you for 1 liter you multiply by 8 there. So 5 times 2, 5 times 15. So here 4. That is equal to 15 times 4, 60 kilometers. This is the unitary method. This is the divisional method. Divisional method takes only 2 steps, whereas unitary method takes 3 steps. But you must know both methods. Both methods you know, because unitary method also will be needing for other types of sums. Okay, we'll take another example. Find the cost of 20 grams of beans. At the rate of 600 rupees 600 per kilogram, at the rate of rupees 600 per kilogram. So look how is it sum they are given. Now find the cost of 20 grams. So we have to find the cost of 20 grams. So cost means it must come to the right hand side, the price. And they are given the rate as 600 rupees per kilograms. So we have to write per kilogram. Kilogram is how many grams in kilogram. You must know the tables very well. So we know that 1000 grams equals 1 kilogram. You must know that because all must be in the same unit. So we write down for statement 1000 grams of beans equals rupees 600. Therefore, 20 grams equals beans equals, we know this is a direct method sum. So when this quantity decreases, this quantity also should decrease. When this increases, this also should increase. So we write down 20 upon 1000 into 600. So we cancel the zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That is equal to 12. Rupees 12. You can write rupees on this side also. So can you see the direct method? 1000 grams cost 600, therefore 20 grams is equal to only 12 rupees. So we'll take one more example, last example. Look at some carefully. 9 milk bottles hold 4.5 liters. How much milk will 5 bottles hold? Now, the liters must come on the right hand side because we are going to find liters. So, the milk bottles should come on the left hand side. So, we write down 9 milk bottles hold equals 4.5 liters. Therefore, 5 milk bottles hold. We are doing the fractional method, so it will be 5 upon 9 into 4.5. Now 4.5 we can do it as it is. You have to make it improper fraction. So 5 upon 9 into 9 upon 2. So and I cancel. So there will be 5 upon 2. That is equal to 2.5 liters. So can you see direct method? 9 milk bottles hold 4.5 liters. Therefore, 5 milk bottles will hold less. So 5 milk bottles is getting 2.5 liters. So these are the types of sums that we will get in children. So do lot of sums like this and get as much pressure possible. So thanks for following the lesson, children. Hope you subscribe if you like it. You press the subscribe button.